Good morning, everybody. Thought I'd stop by the copthehome mansion, which was the Oliver mansion. That just happens to be the name that they, good morning, that they named their house. So I'd stop by. They've really redone stuff. I used to be the maintenance here 20-some years ago. They didn't pay much, but it was interesting. Well, let's look around and stop looking at me. Well, we can take a peek in here. Well, this used to be the pump room that would pump water. And, they got, looks like they got a, what do they call that? They put them in basements to pump out the radon. I don't know if was a big thing 20, 30 years ago. I guess they still do it. But yeah, this was the pump room. Would pump water up to the house. And this is the carriage house. Looks like they're putting some new wood on. That used to be a fountain way over there. That was a fountain. And just take you a walk around. Yeah, I cruised over here on the bike. And, I was never important. I mean, they thought of, maintenance, and I fixed stuff, but they were nice enough to at least let me put up some displays. I wasn't totally fumble-fingered. Apparently over there where the museum is now, that was, they had gardens there and stuff, but when the house, which is right there, was given to the city, the Center for History, which used to take care of, they were housed in the old courthouse. I think that's where Lincoln, I think I did some photos here over the years, but yeah, and it's bigger underground. And I really enjoyed it. It really talks about the whole St. Joe River Valley. Michael Warren does at least he did, a presentation for them about the St. Joe River Valley and Indians and settlers and everything. These are usually really nice, in a month or so. Lots of flowers. But yeah, it looks like they're putting a new, I guess it would be roof. Not really a roof. But just a design. I don't know if it's exactly like the other one was. But yeah, this used to have water. I even tried to fix this once because the water came out here. The piping, then they put this little wood thing over it. But yeah, this was he developed the Oliver chilled plows, meaning heat treated, so the plow would last. The plow would last as it plows through the earth of all over. The prairie and so forth. But yeah, it looks like they put a roof up on there, or what's that, pergola? Well, I know it's called a porticoach is the approach. And yeah, that was the carriage house, which is a pretty nice carriage house. Now it's offices above. I mean, yeah, I didn't, not that I didn't fit in. Yeah, here's I guess you call it pergola. I'm not sure. Yeah, it's not that I didn't fit in. It's just, I don't know. Most of the folks here, that worked here had bucks. And, they had degrees and things like that. And I didn't, that must be who made the stones years ago. Yeah, no, I hung out mostly with the the guys that did the grounds. Excuse me. But yeah, they electric line. But yeah, the underneath the porch. So yeah, like I say, most of the folks that, and then back there, of course, is the basement. But yeah, the folks that work here, I mean, they all had degrees and stuff like that. I enjoyed. Looks like they got rid of that. But yeah, there's some really nice doors. I mean, I've even tried to do some archaeological digs with the curator here at the time. He's since retired. But you can imagine, I mean, yeah, if you have the wherewithal and make something that people want, like a better mouse trap or, chilled plow. Looks like they put new screen up. Looks like brass screen. They didn't stretch it too good. Not that I'm critiquing the work. I used to make a lot of screens. I worked at an apartment place. If they ain't breaking doors, they're poking screens. But yeah, it's nice round windows. Must be a hole. Oh boy. Yeah, that's a hole. Well, they only get so much money to fix stuff. But yeah, it's pretty neat. I mean, I came here when we first got it as a museum, and I wanted to see the basement, and the attic, and all that stuff. No, they don't show that stuff. And so about a month later, I show up, and the one fella the curator, he goes, "Wow, what are you doing here?" I said, "Well, I work here now." So yeah, it was fun, but it was like $9 an hour. It's non-for-profit. I mean, most of the folks here usually had a spouse that was more professional, making the big money, and then they didn't make tons of money either, but there's a nice where did it go? Here a minute ago. Oh, there it is. Yeah, in the stonework. So it's definitely a nice Sunday morning. Those are always fun. There was a lot of work that had to be done when they got the building. I mean, how do you get those to stay? I guess with long nails. But the whole roof is like that. They had to order a whole bunch of that stuff. Must have been something here. Well, yeah, spigot. Who knows what actually was here? It's kind of breaking up, but I mean, Center for History, I guess, only has so much money. Well, we'll go the other way. Here, we'll go this way. I guess the folks that built this, not the guy with the money, but the people that built it, he brought him here, and they had all the stone. They dug the basement, and wonder why they're not cutting the grass right here. But yeah, they dug the basement. They brought the guys from the foundry. Before you know it, and then, of course you had to get them the craftsmen, for all the stuff inside. You can't take pictures inside and stuff like that, but yeah, I mean, I used to fix stuff inside here. You can't lean against the wall, and yeah, stuff. It's good to keep it, but it's not going to last a million years. And this is in the basement. They always stuff all the yard furniture. I don't think it's probably not been out of there in years. You can see all the dead plants in there. But, you know, they do the best they can. This is the kitchen. I remember, because it has a huge, oh, they even got new ones of these. Ooh. But, yeah, they even got they had like the first running water, the first refrigeration, you know. Well, as long as they don't get in trouble. But yeah, that's the kitchen right there. And the back door for buzzing people, and don't know what that would have been for. Throwing meat up through the hole, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Don't know. I never asked. I never noticed that before. Well, I guess I better close the door before you get in trouble. It's sure does have quite the security system. But yeah, there's a pool room upstairs. You know, billiards. You know, not swimming. And like I say, the basement is deep, but then it also comes upward. So the basement's like here in parts of it, if I remember. But, and then this must have been a door. Yeah. I think this was the music room. So this is interesting. I don't think you can open the door. No, it's quite locked there, quite locked. But yeah, then they must have had something. Oh, it's probably an awning. Might have been an awning. There's, you know, over the years you never know. Huh. Uh-oh. Paint's starting to bubble there. Yep. Oh, I can't imagine. I'm happy to have a home that the roof don't leak and the windows ain't broke. There's an interesting thing. These must have been like they found in the farmers' fields. They're like, they always look like alien brains. But I remember they were sitting here. Just decoration, I guess. Goes down there a piece. I mean, it's got, I can't imagine owning something like this. But what do you own for what? You know, for your life? What do you, uh-oh, here we go. That's better. Looks like I saw a thumbprint. But yeah, what do you own for your life? You know, you end life, you become dust. Earth. But yeah, here it is. It's in South Bend, Indiana. The guy that owns a chocolate factory, I think, is like 2 or 3 houses down. But yeah, this is the head of maintenance. His name was Tom, too. He's probably still here. He actually knuckled down and actually got some kind of degree. So, and he was a good carpenter. Good carpenter. But yeah, they built. Yeah, that's how you would go in there, if I remember. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's just a lot of. I always thought that was his office, but seems like a place for storing stuff now. Well, yeah, these opened up, and that's where you'd have the horses come in and through there. I think it always had the balcony. It must have, yeah. Well, yeah, that's a nice place in there. It's just the offices upstairs, but downstairs, yeah, you can look through this whole thing. It does cost a little bit to get in. We'll go take a quick peek over to the museum. I mean, they give it the older look, but, and this is a meeting room in here, but obviously the cars at one time probably came in here. Well, you got house, yard, nice fence, cement over there, or rock. I guess all this rock, most of the rock was either quarried or found in farmers' fields. And they didn't like it, it kept breaking plows, so they'd throw it to the road, and people would stop by, and yeah, that door slid across there. So one was, well, horses first, and then now that's then cars, but that's the new stuff as you go this way. That's all new here. I thought of, they do have people that donate their time and, to do stuff. And that'd be kind of neat. Except, believe me, I got enough work. That's nice. Yeah, they've had this, I think this was part of when they did the museum. But yeah, I believe me, I got enough stuff at home. Between, grass cutting, trying to make my bike work. Got a farm spigot there. I like to have one at home out back. Yeah, the valve's down in the ground. And you can have water all year round. But they're Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5. Sundays, 12 to 5. So they are open on Sundays. But Monday they were closed. Well, when I worked here, it was a long time ago. But yeah. And Studebaker Museum. So there's a temporary museum off to the left. I mean, they change about every year or so. And then downstairs, it's been the same for many years. Like I say, it's the history of St. Joe River Valley. I remember trying to clean that glass. There's like no way. I mean, the debris, bird poop. I was up there, they didn't have a power washer. I had a bucket and a brush and trying to clean. It looks like after I've tried it, nobody's tried it. I mean, they told me to do it. I just, you can't just do stuff on your own. But, yeah, this was all. They had this and then they built this out here. I guess it's a venue because they used to, was it here? Well, they usually have a band here to, get some money, and the Whistle Pigs, so, and different bands, but I don't remember where it's set up. I think that's probably for the band, and then this out here, then that's where they got the tent and the beer and what have you. That's a real nice place. I mean, I think the house, they take you through the tour. So there's a price for the museum, and then there's a price for the house. But yeah, I always liked this over here, I did some stuff outside too. Might have been some stone brickwork, something. I just did all kinds of stuff. We had two outdoor guys that were just lawn and garden, and they had a, you can see that just right there. There it is. That was the garage. I guess it came with the property. There was a couple other houses that I worked for Heritage Foundation, but it looks like they tore them down. And then, of course, let's see if you see it right there. That's the workers' house. That's another thing you can go in, and there in the basement, there's just a bunch of wagon wheels. From Studebaker, a bunch of wagon wheels. Just the center part, the hub. They had a lot of extras. They must have made them ahead of time. And then automobiles came along. Of course, Studebaker started making automobiles. And then they go, well, forget that. Just throw them somewhere. I don't know. They probably were at the they've torn so many Studebaker buildings down. There's a couple of them left. But yeah, that's the garage over there. We used to have our truck in there, and we stored all the roof tile in there because they had to order a bunch of roof tile for the house. But yeah, you go around the front. It looks just like the back, so I'm not gonna bore you with that. I mean, you know, bore you, but yeah, it looks kind of like the front. So that's just a quick, you know, it's, and then you look at this, and then, of course, I haven't been to a lot of places. There's bigger mansions than this. Look at the Winchester mansion, the house, and so on and so on. That one just comes to mind. But, well, hope you have rest of a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys later. I did, guess I should mention something about the bike. I went with the 33 Pilot Jet, the largest one that S&S suggests if you have a stroker motor. You know, so far so good, you know, knock on wood. I tried the 29.5, the 31, went back to the 29.5, and those were about the same. You got to cough a little bit. It was a quiet cough, but it could puff out the motor. And at the wrong time, turning, it's not good. And then I thought, well, we'll try the biggest, since I have the set, the 33. So, so far so good. Clutch seems to be fine.